What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sector for Nerds. Today we're going to be doing something that we actually haven't done in a minute, and that's talking about a little bit of news in the Star Wars bubble. So we're going to be talking about this Variety article here about Temuera Morrison, the actor who plays Boba Fett. But first up, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. Plenty of great content every single week. Nothing that you guys want to miss out on. So it's been pretty quiet in the Star Wars front this back half of 2025, as we all kind of knew it would be, just with the fact that there really aren't any other Star Wars projects coming out apart from like Star Wars Vision Season 3, which I can't really see too many people looking forward to, but at the end of the day, it is something that I'm still gonna cover, and I'm sure there'll still be some interesting episodes. But really, we're all kind of curious about, like, okay, what's the animation division doing? What's the live action division doing? Like, what do we all got going on? So, Boba Fett actor Temuera Morrison tells Star Wars fans to reach out to Lucasfilm about his return. All of you need to send a letter or an email. Well, that's curious. Why is that the headline? What's all going on here? Let's take a look. Temuera Morrison, who has been a member of the Star Wars family for more than 2 decades, is calling fans of the franchise to urge Disney to bring him back for more appearances in a galaxy far, far away. Morrison recently appeared at Tampa Bay Comic Convention via Collider and was asked if he has any Star Wars projects lined up. No, Morrison bluntly answered. We really have to treasure those moments now. All of you need to send a fax. A fax. People still fax nowadays? Is that still a thing? Or a letter or an email to those powers that be at Lucasfilm. I'm sure they'd love to hear from everyone. Please give Daniel Logan and Temuera Morrison another chance and put them somewhere. Okay, well, now he's putting Daniel Logan's name in this too, so is he also not lined up for anything then? Daniel Logan plays young Boba Fett, for those who don't know. The crazy part with Star Wars is that you don't know about filming anything until like a week or maybe 2 or even less than that, right? Logan said. But the thing is, Temuera is the greediest person in Star Wars. He's played so many characters. He's got the most characters in Star Wars. If you go down the line from Jango, Boba, all the clones, Rex, Cody, Fives, he's got the most characters in Star Wars. There's going to be plenty of opportunities, Logan continued, especially for this guy, especially with this era of Star Wars like Ahsoka and all this stuff set after Return of the Jedi. Morrison played Boba in the popular Disney Plus series The Mandalorian and got his own spin-off series, The Book of Boba Fett, which aired 7 episodes. Okay, yeah, we get it. All right, so I think that's the article. So this could either be one of 2 things here. One, that he's, actually telling the truth and Lucasfilm has nothing lined up for him, which would really be unfortunate. Or 2, he's trying to work everybody and kind of, make some stuff up to try and cover the fact that they have him lined up for certain projects, right? There were reports that the reason why Hayden Christensen couldn't make a certain Comic-Con convention or whatever is because he had to work some late shifts for the Ahsoka series. To potentially, my guess, the reason why they might do that is to maybe try and hide some stuff. I mean, look, the thing with a lot of days now, right? It is so hard to keep things a secret in the entertainment industry. So they are probably busting their backs to try and make sure that nothing gets out. I can't even imagine what it's like right now on the set of Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. But I will say, if this is actually true and Lucasfilm has nothing lined up for Temuera Morrison right now, that would actually be kind of disappointing. I know that the Book of Boba Fett wasn't to everybody's taste. And I thought, at best, it was an okay show that was maybe elevated to good with, how incredible the Mandalorian portion of that show was. Because really what the Book of Boba Fett ended up becoming is Mandalorian Season 2.5. Now, I think what you could have done, and in all honesty, what they should have done, is make the first 4 episodes of that show the Book of Boba Fett and promote it as a mini-series. It's half the length of a normal Mandalorian season. It's just going to tell the story, the backstory of Boba Fett, what happened to him, how he got out of the Sarlacc pit, the journey leading up to him meeting Fennec Shand, all of that. And then, that final bit at the end of the 4th episode, right, is an incredible tease for what could have been Mando Season 3, where that first episode, you have Mando all by himself again, coming to grips with the fact that he's no longer with Grogu. He ends up being exiled from his clan because he removed his helmet. And then episode 2 of that, you would have that incredible episode of that Book of Boba Fett series, From the Desert Comes a Stranger. And you tell that story of what's going on with Luke and Grogu. You have Mando going to Boba Fett to help him out. And then the 3rd episode is that Book of Boba Fett finale. And what that really could have been is like your opening part to Mando season 3. This whole Boba Fett, like Mando's still doing his thing, but we're also playing off of our miniseries with Boba Fett and finishing up that story. And then going into season 3, you have like the stuff that you have there. Only you could probably cut out a couple episodes, like the Dr. Pershing episode, you probably could have cut. The Jack Black and Lizzo episode, you could have easily cut. So you could have still had 8 episodes. And then that way it's like, okay, Boba got his own little miniseries. He got to have a big part in Mando season 3. But instead, all people talk about is, well, the main thing with the Boba Fett show is that the Mandalorian just hijacked it. All because Kathleen Kennedy and the powers that be at Lucasfilm decided that, well, we have to have Grogu on screen or otherwise this show is going to lose viewership. The most ironic thing about that is Mando season 3 was the least viewed season of all the seasons. Don't you guys just love it when executives make decisions about franchises they know nothing about or should have like no creative input on? All they see is, well, as Mr. Krabs would say, money. They're not thinking about the story. They're not thinking about the characters and the journeys that they need to go through. All they're thinking about is money. So yeah, I think Temuera Morrison was completely screwed over in his show, and I think he needs another go at it. I think he needs a season 2. Like, imagine if you had season 2 being a show about how Boba Fett has to go back to his roots of being a bounty hunter, and you play off of that. Part of the problem is, and you know, now that I'm kind of thinking about it as well, right? With Boba Fett, was it ever really about giving Boba Fett a bigger name, or was it all about just kind of furthering the story of the Mandalorian Din Djarin? Because I could also totally see that being a thing at Lucasfilm, the higher-ups at Disney Lucasfilm being like, well, Boba Fett's not one of our characters. That's a George Lucas character. You know, we'll play off of it, you know, because he's a well-beloved character and we can use that. And then we're going to try to elevate our own characters in the process. Yeah, we'll make Boba look really dumb and stupid, and the only way out for him is getting help from the Mandalorian. Kind of like with the new trilogy, right? It's like, yeah, all these characters that you guys all like Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, yeah, they're all stupid. But you know who's like really smart and great and everything? The people you should like Rey and Finn and Poe. You guys should really like Rey because she can't do any wrong. She's perfect at everything. We're going to make our own Star Wars hotel. No, but we're not going to have like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader or anybody like that. No, we're going to put Rey and Kylo Ren in there. Come on, guys, come to this. Yeah, the last couple years of Star Wars have like really soured me. It's like when you just continually feed us crap. And they expect us to keep eating it. And it's like, no, man, like this isn't good. Stop feeding us crap every day and start feeding us like filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? Give me a nice juicy steak and some mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's really unfortunate for Temuera Morrison. I wish that they would do him justice. I would love to see him back in Ahsoka Season 2 if they did another flashback scene with him as Captain Rex. Or heck, just make him Old Man Rex. Like, he's still alive, right? Make him Old Man Rex. Make him Old Man Wolf as well. Let's bring Wolf back, because he's still around too, right? Wolfpack is back. So make sure you guys send a letter or an email to Lucasfilm or go on social media, or as Temuera Morrison says here, send a fax for those who still do that. Shout out to all the people that still fax out there. That's going to wrap us up for today, you guys. You're going to have to let me know in the comments below what you guys would want to see Temuera Morrison do next in Star Wars. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with others to help support the channel, and I will see you guys next time.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.